Chicago is a city of green, a city that safeguards its precious environment. Welcome to Chicago at Play.
The Park District keeps expanding and keeps growing, and we need to do that in an economically and tax-sensitive way. And one of the best ways we can do that is to use volunteers.
Volunteers are the soul of the Chicago Park District, giving much-needed support in hundreds of Chicago parks. Stewardship is a great way to get involved in your local park.
Volunteer stewardship is an opportunity for citizens to come out and work in the parks within their communities. So that gives them opportunities to do ecological restoration, trail maintenance, land management, monitoring, and also education within the parks. Volunteers help to enhance the park by removing invasive species, cutting brush, mulching trails, pruning trees, and also planting native trees and shrubs.
Monitoring programs at the Chicago Park District offer a unique opportunity to observe and collect data on the different species that inhabit Chicago parks.
There's also opportunities for volunteers to be a part of some of the monitoring programs. So monitoring for birds, butterflies, dragonflies, and also plant life. Getting out in the natural areas help to teach you a little bit more about Illinois native flora and fauna, and it just gives you a chance to get outdoors, especially living in an urban environment like Chicago. It just helps to get out and be a part of nature.
The Chicago gardening community continues to grow with the Harvest Garden program.
Harvest Garden is a 3-season program that we teach children about organic gardening from seed to harvest. We're in 15 parks around the city and work with children ages 8 through 10 primarily. We actually have a lot of opportunities for volunteers. Gardens are more work than I think people think they are, and so we need a lot of help. Folks can come in as assistants with us, where they work directly with our counselors in the programs. They get to work with the kids for an hour and a half on site every week, play games, do activities and crafts, reading, writing activities, and anything that we're doing in the garden. So this is also some garden maintenance, but it's primarily helping us out during the program working with the kids. For folks that aren't available during our program hours or just more interested in getting their hands in the dirt, they can come out and be a keeper. And so they just assist us whenever they have time throughout our season by doing weeding and primarily watering. We really need folks in the summer that are nearby the parks that can come out and help water the gardens.
There are also community gardens throughout the city that need green thumbs.
We have about 60 community gardens all over the city. They're all different types of gardens. We have some very beautiful ornamental gardens. We have some great vegetable gardens. We're really out there all summer long. In the spring, there's a lot of planting to be done. And then, of course, there's a lot of weeding and a lot of watering all summer long. And then some putting the gardens to bed for the winter too is very helpful. So really there's a lot of different opportunities and a lot of days available to really get your hands dirty. Working in community gardens is good for people and it's good for the parks. It helps beautify the parks, but also it really brings the community together around the park, kind of changes the whole dynamic of a park. When a community garden is there, it brings in a great group of people who are really concerned and care about the park. We have a list of existing community gardens on the website, so if there's one in your neighborhood, you can call the park and find out when everybody meets there. Or also, we would love for people to start new community gardens in their parks, and the information for that is on our website as well.
Conservatories are a welcome refuge for people looking to keep their thumbs green during the long Chicago winter.
We have a wealth of volunteer opportunities available at the conservatories. We are really well positioned to use volunteers. People can volunteer in the greenhouses themselves, where we take care of plants and grow the plants. They can volunteer in the display houses, and they can get involved at Lincoln Park Conservatory and the Alfred Caldwell Lily Pool in being docents and helping people to understand the design and the history of those facilities. When they are in the greenhouses and the display houses working with plants, they're getting a lot of satisfaction, a lot of self-esteem, and a lot of actually relaxation out of those activities. The people who help us with programs, such as the docents and the public programs at Garfield Park Conservatory, get a lot of satisfaction out of having social contact with others and helping us to teach people about plants.
Corporate involvement is a necessary element to the success of the Chicago Park District. Volunteering is a wonderful way to make a difference in Chicago.
I originally did this because we were encouraged to do it as a work community. I continue to do this to set an example for my kids. I want them to be as involved with the communities as they can be so that they can make things better. The only way I know how to do that is to show them by example.
To find the right volunteer opportunity for you, check out the Chicago Park District's website at chicagoparkdistrict.com or call 312-742-PLAY.
So when people want to come out and volunteer, there's a few different things they're getting out of it. They're beautifying the parks, but they're also really meeting members of their community. That's the community in gardening.
Volunteers are critical to the Park District programs, especially for our programs, because we are an ever-growing operation.
Nowadays, we're all inside for work, behind computers. Even when we're home, we're behind computers, indoors behind our TVs, and it's really important for us to get out, connect with nature. It's good for the soul.